GTM Podcast The Great Master Episode 16. Hello everyone. You are listening to GTM Podcast The Great Master Series. I hope you enjoy learning the historical background and the biography of our great master Luang Pu Wat Paknam so far. In this episode, we will go deeper about how he faced the obstacle during the time when he was managing his temple or Wat Paknam. For those of you who had missed or have not listened to the previous episode just yet, for more understanding and enjoying the story, we suggest you go back and listen to the previous episode for deeper and understanding of all the places and character. The Great Master, or Luang Pu, faced many obstacles during his early tenure as abbot of Wat Paknam. The resident monks and lay people there were so accustomed to their unruly ways that they resisted all attempts to establish order. Monks and novices did not live by the monastic rules of discipline. Many of them had developed undesirable behaviors. The new rules and change that Luang Pu put in effect not only upset the monks and novices under his charge, but also the locals who were long used to illicit dealings through the temple. They turned against him and spread mudslinging gossip to discredit him. Some even tried to harm him physically. One night, 8 men came along with the intention of disposing of Luang Pu. One of the monks on watch tried to stop them. Hearing the commotion, Luang Pu went out to see what was going on. Upon seeing what happened, he said to the monks, "We bhikkhus must not fight nor run away. Only in this way we will prevail." The compelling presence of Luang Pu must have caught the men off guard. They backed off into the darkness. On another night, at about 8 p.m., as Luang Pu was leaving the sermon hall to return to his living quarter, an assassin fired 2 shots at him. The bullets ripped through Luang Pu's robe and hit the face of the lay supporter by the name of Pom, who was walking behind Luang Pu, and fatally wounded him. Luang Pu's robe had 2 large bullet holes in it, but Luang Pu himself was unscathed. Usually, monks' robes were worn tightly against the body. The fact that 2 bullets went through Luang Pu's robe but did not even touch his skin was nothing short of a miracle. Did Luang Pu possess supernatural power? Was it due to the virtue of the Dhammakaya that gave him this power? Or was it because of merit power from the good deeds that he practiced which protect him from harm? Regardless of what it was, the incident made Luang Pu famous. The police soon arrived at the scene. They took away the letters of Luang Pu's robes as evidence and later caught the culprit, a local villain named Rod. Later, Luang Pu was called to testify in court. He attained the trial without carrying any animosity toward his attacker. He even appealed to the magistrate to lighten the sentence of the accused. His kindness was felt by all. Luang Pu's problems were not only confined within the temple grounds. When Luang Pu newly accepted the position of abbot at Wat Paknam, the monastic head of Pasicharan sub-district prohibited him to display extraordinary mental powers for fear of offending abbots of other temples in the area. Luang Pu took no notice of this directive. He expressed his view. Asking one to sit idle, not doing something useful for oneself and others, is asking one to let his life be barren. Luang Pu's vocation was not without hindrances. The impact of the Dhammakaya meditation was widespread, causing a stir among those used to other Buddhist practice. References to Dhammakaya in the Theravada Buddhist canon were scant, not enough to give light to unfamiliar people. Luang Pu found himself confronted by many people who believed that his meditation method was alien to Buddhism. Some monks thought that he had meditated too much and as a result was teaching something that was not in keeping with Buddhism. At first sight, Luang Pu's teaching didn't seem to correspond with those recorded in the Pali canon. But in truth, the depth of insight that he had gained through inner wisdom made his Buddhist teachings very precise. Ironically, he received a continuous stream of complaints from a public long used to make generalizations on Buddhism. Luang Pu, like any pioneer, had to treat those prejudices as just another obstacle to overcome. It was only much later that his teachings would be embraced by the public. As for the Dhammakaya knowledge that he propagated early on, people accused him of inventing the name Dhammakaya. Some accused him of self-proclaiming supernatural powers. Some even went so far as saying, "Those who want to become demons, go to Wat Paknam to practice Dhammakaya." Luang Pu responded with these words, "It is pitiful. These people speak out of ignorance. How could one dream up a name like this without the knowledge of its origin? Pay no attention to this kind of shallow thinking. Dhammakaya is the real thing. This real thing will propel Wat Paknam to great heights. Just wait and see." On one occasion, Luang Pu discussed with Somdet Phra Wanarat of Wat Pachetupon the allegations which so many people had leveled against him. He said, "A person like me is not one who lacks wisdom, knowing not what is right, what is wrong. Why should I destroy myself by indecent aspiration? They accuse me because they have no knowledge about Dhammakaya. They know neither the place where Dhammakaya exists, nor the meaning of the word itself. This ignorance caused them to jump into wrong conclusion and blame someone who is forthright. No ignorance can wipe away truth. Good will always overcome evil. The Dhammakaya of Buddhism is the real thing. It is not fake or artificial. Eventually, the light from the jewel of Buddhism will brighten their eyes, enable them to see the truth for themselves. The results of the truth are derived from the meditator's own experience, not from doctrinal study. I am not upset by all this controversy, because Dhammakaya is the truth of Buddhism. It is real. Dhammakaya will appeal to all those who attain that level of consciousness. My conviction in the veracity of Buddhism is unshakable. At Wat Paknam, the monks in my care, even when eating and sleeping, do nothing in their lives but practice meditation. We talk together about what we have achieved, and we are tireless in encouraging others to do good. We do not advertise ourselves in newspapers. Our fame relies solely on our good reputation. But even in spite of the virtue of our temple, people still come to slander. He quoted the Buddha's teaching to his disciple Vakali. Yoko Vakali Dhamma Pasati Somang Pasati. Vakali, whoever sees Dhamma sees me. And another one, to the novice Vesetha. Tathagatasya etang Vesetati Vakkanang Dhammakaya itipi. O Visetha, the word of Dhammakaya is indeed the name of Tathagata. Like many great men and pioneers of the world, whose wisdoms and visions were beyond the grasp of other fellow men, Luang Pu had to swim upstream in order to overcome the lack of understanding and awareness of his fellow men. But in the long run, he prevailed. Wat Paknam, under his guidance, evolved to become the most accomplished and venerated Buddhist temple in Thailand. Today, Dhammakaya meditation is one of the most popular meditation techniques in Thailand. So that's everyone. As you can see, life at Wat Paknam of our great master, it is not easy for what we see in the present day. In the next episode, we will learn how our great master, or Luang Pu, managed his temple in his style. From the merchant, become the abbot. What kind of wisdom that he used to help himself manage and grow his temple. Let's find that out in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share to continue supporting us. And until next time.